Hey guys, sorry we missed you today, but I do expect you to watch this recording and share some of your thoughts in the discussion on the assignment, okay, for this live session. Today I wanted to go over heart rate because that's going to be a really important thing for you to get used to and familiar with as you go through this course, okay, as you do workouts. You're going to need to track your heart rate before you begin and especially after you finish. Okay, and so as we track those heart rates are going to help us determine whether or not we had a lackadaisical workout, a strenuous workout, or somewhere in between. All right, so we want to begin with the two locations where you're going to check for your heart rate. All right, and you're going to check for your pulse. You can either do the carotid artery, okay, up below your chin, kind of inside of that neck muscle, and you can kind of feel around until you feel that pulse. All right, and so you'll feel it, your heart beat in there. The other place that's also really easy is on the thumb side, okay, with your two fingers. You don't use your thumb because your thumb actually has a pulse, okay, and you're going to put your fingers, feel around lightly, and you'll feel a pulse there as well. Okay, so you want to do that. And when we do it after we've just been kind of sitting around, lounging around, okay, that's called our resting heart rate. And so before we do any workouts, we want to check what your resting heart rate is. After we work out we're going to give us what our heart rate was, and that's going to, again, help us determine whether or not we had a good workout or not. All right, so some things that to find our maximum heart rate. Okay, when we're looking for a workout, we want to find our maximum heart rate. So we're going to use this equation. All right, we're going to take the number 220, and we're going to subtract our age, and that is going to give us our maximum heart rate. Our maximum heart rate means that we don't want our heart to go over that, all right? Our heart can't go over that. So, for example, if I'm 17 years old, I'm going to go 220 minus 17 equals 203 is my maximum heart rate. Okay, so I don't want, if I'm counting my beats per minute, okay, I don't want it to go over 203. All right, and so how do I know if it's 203 or not? Again, find your pulse. Okay, and there's three ways that you can easily check how many beats per minute your heart is working, okay, or beating. I can count the pulses for 6 seconds and multiply that number by 10. So if I count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and that was 6 seconds, I'm going to take 8 pulses multiplied by 10, okay, and that's going to give me my heart rate of 80 beats per minute. I can also do it this way by taking my pulse and counting how many beats I feel in the 10-second time frame and multiply that number by 6. Okay, so if I count 20 beats in 10 seconds, then I'm going to multiply 20 times 6 is going to give me 120 beats per minute. Or you can check your pulse, find a clock, and you're going to count for 60 seconds. And you're just going to count every pulse for 60 seconds, and that will also give you your beats per minute. You may count 120, you may count 80, all right? But a quick way is just to, you can do 6 seconds or 10 seconds. It's not as accurate, but it'll give you a good idea. If you want to get more accurate, then count for a longer period of time. So my maximum heart rate, if I'm a 17-year-old, is going to be 203 beats per minute. Now, why is that important? Okay, because we want to find out whether or not we had a good workout. Now we're going to take, how do I find if I had a good workout? All right, I want to make sure that my heart rate is about 70% of my maximum heart rate. Okay, so if I go 70%, okay, is equal to it's 70% is equal to 0.7. All right, so I'm going to use that 0.7. So I'm going to say, all right, 203 multiplied by 0.7 is going to give me my target heart rate. And that number is 203 multiplied by 0.7. I'm doing this on a calculator here. Is going to be 142 beats per minute is my target heart rate. Okay. And so as I'm exercising, I want my heart rate to get to 142 beats, and I want to keep it there as long as I can. And that way I know I'm going to get a better workout. I'm going to burn more calories. All right. Than if I just go up, touch 142 and then down. Okay. So if you get like, your workout, your heart rate before your activity was 68, and then after your workout was 83, you really didn't do very much. Okay. And so we don't want that. All right. If I wanted a really intense workout, I could go 203 is my maximum heart rate, and I'm going to times that by 0.85. So I want my heart to really get elevated and have a really good cardio workout. All right. So now I'm going to check whether or not I'm going to have a good workout by doing that. And then that gives me 172.5 beats per minute, is that's my target heart rate. Okay, that's going to be a really strenuous, really physical activity. Now, not always is running faster, or that's not going to determine how good of a workout we did. Okay, a person who's really fit, like let's say an experienced cross-country runner, and they run the mile in under 6 minutes, that's a really great time, but their heart rate may have only got to 85, 90 beats per minute because they're in such good shape already. Okay, and they didn't really push themselves. Whereas a person who's really out of shape and doesn't run, regularly, they may walk for a mile, and it may take them 15 to 20 minutes, and their heart rate might be at 150. And that person actually had a more strenuous workout because they're out of shape. All right. So they didn't run as fast, but they got a better workout from it. And so you got to understand that, not always being fast determines how good of a workout or how hard you're working in each case. And so that's why we want to use the heart rate to monitor those, to make sure that you're getting a solid workout. Okay. So make sure that you fill in, answer the quiz or the discussion on this, and hope you guys have a great weekend.